my name is Thad. I'm with Sunstoppers. We've got 15 locations ranging from Charleston and Boston, 9 just here in Charlotte, and want to go over what we do for a lot of the Tesla Model 3s. What I'm going to go over now is paint protection film. We only install XPEL paint protection film. It is the thickest film on the market, so if you're looking for the most protection for your paint possible, it's definitely the brand to go with. A couple of things I want to go over. It's got a 10-year warranty. It's also transferable warranty. So if you register your car online and you go to sell or trade in your car, that film warranty goes on to the next owner. So it adds value to your car. Arguably one of the top 2 things that people want in their car when buying used, paint protection and tint aftermarket are 2 of the top value items. So definitely a great perk with that particular warranty. Not only is it the thickest film on the market, but it's also self-healing. You can take a wire brush up to 0.6 mil, that's the top coat, and scratch the surface, and if you apply hot water or a heat gun, same as if the car sits out in the sun, it will heal itself. Paint protection film is going to be the best way to preserve it like that. Road rash from driving on the highway, commuting to work. Here in Charlotte there's tons of construction, even off the highway, preventing from those rock chips damaging the paint. It doesn't matter if it's a very small spot or a big spot. If it penetrates all the way through the clear coat and damages the paint, you're gonna have to repaint that area of the car. And you're talking $500,000, maybe a couple $1,000. So paint protection film, definitely key to do it on the front bumper. I always recommend the front bumper at the very least. On this particular car, we did front bumper, headlights, full front fenders, full hood, mirrors, and then also the rockers. Rockers are popular for below the doors, and right in front of the rear wheel and right behind the rear wheel. So we've got 15 locations that range from Charleston and Boston. We are the largest tint installer for XPEL in the world. We got 2019 Tint Dealer of the Year, and reason being is our experience and also our quality. Teslas is something that we take pride in when we tint, and I want to go over what we do specifically here on the Model 3. A couple of things to keep in mind. There's 3 different versions of film that we offer. There's one's CS, that's our entry-level film. It's got a little bit of heat rejection. Next level is a ceramic film, single layer nano ceramic. It's called XR, and it's got 88% heat rejection. And then the top tier is a multi-nano ceramic layer called XR Plus. It's got 98% heat rejection. When I say heat rejection, it's infrared heat we're talking about. Both ceramic films are SPF 1000. It's 99.9% UV rays blocked out, UVA and UVB. But why is it important to tint your Tesla? Even if you don't like tint, don't even want to darken the windows, is because it will extend your battery life. And I can't make this up. The reason being, especially the Model 3, it's a fishbowl. The Teslas will turn their AC on automatically when parked in a hot parking lot in the middle of summer. Once the interior gets above a certain temperature, I believe it's around 120 degrees. What we do is we put a clear film on the windshield. North Carolina legal is 35% on the sides and the back glass. Back glass is a massive piece. So a lot of people ask, are you one of those shops that break it up into 2 pieces? No, we carry 60-inch rolls, which are very expensive, but are key for the Model 3s. And what you're going to find is as you increase the quality of the film and you have that 98% heat rejection, you use your AC less. When you use your AC less in the peak of summer or throughout the year, you will get better mileage and better life out of every charge. So not only does it protect your brand new interior, brand new white interior, on this one we actually ceramic coated as well to protect it from coffee stains, kids, and so forth, and anything that can happen to it. But it's going to protect it from fading and discoloring, and also protect your black leather steering wheel from getting baking, steaming hot when it sits out in a parking lot for a little bit while you go into the movie or go shopping and so forth. So definitely tons of benefits when tinting your car, but a lot of people don't realize how important it is to think about the windshield, the sunroof. Even though the glass looks like it's tinted from the factory, that's just colored glass. It has no infrared or UV rejection properties. Take a look at the quality of the install. It takes only a couple hours. We do hold the Guinness World Record for most cars tinted in a day, and we have a plaque at every store of that award from last summer. So not only are you going to have a quick install, but it's going to be a quality install with the best experienced installers in the area. Here I want to go over what we do when it comes to ceramic coating. This Model 3 here, we coated the entire car and the wheel faces. Ceramic coating, a lot of people ask us what is it. It is a liquid that we apply over the entire car before applying it. You can have two different types of preparation. One is detail the entire car, and then a clay bar process that removes contaminants from the surface. And then for used cars, a lot of times you'll hear paint correction. I prefer to call it clear coat correction, where you remove scratches and swirl marks from wear and tear of car washes and daily driving and weather. This being a brand new Tesla Model 3, didn't need any paint correction, so all we did was detailed it and then did the clay bar process and applied the coating. We use XPEL Fusion coating. It's a 4-year warranty with a one-step process. So as far as applying it, you apply it immediately after you do the clay bar process, and then you need to let it cure for a few hours and not let it rain on the car, ideally for a couple of days. Let that curing process finish. But what you can really appreciate about ceramic coating is, one, it's 4.5 times harder than clear coat, so it's much harder to scratch, but it's also hydrophobic. Hydrophobic means it deflects water and also dirt. So whenever it rains outside, you basically get a car wash. So your car stays cleaner at all times, but where you really can appreciate it is the wheels. Everybody's familiar with scrubbing dirt off wheels. It sucks, it's terrible. And what you see here, the wheels are pristine, they're perfect, but they're nice and slick, buttery smooth after just coating it. So when you do coat the wheels and you coat the car and it rains, or all you have to do is hose it off if it's not raining, and that brake dust just pours right off. There's no more caking that brake dust on the wheels and scrubbing it off when it has to get washed, or all of it not coming off when you take it to the car wash. So it's not only great for protecting the paint because it's not as heavy duty as paint protection, which you're talking about mils thick versus microns thick on the ceramic coating, but it does protect the car at a much lower cost price point, so it's great for the whole vehicle, and to do in combination with paint protection film to keep the paint protection film hydrophobic and clean. This car is already dirty but has been coated, and what you can see is just with the wipe of my finger, dirt comes right off the wheel. So even though it can get some water and spots on it, really all it takes is a quick wash off with a hose, or when it rains. Something else you can ceramic coat is the interior. So a lot of the Teslas are coming in with white interior, and there's a textile coating that we can apply on this white leather, prevent coffee and kids from staining the seats. So we coated this entire interior. You can also do the floors, except if it's rubber floor mats. That's not a good idea because it can be slippery. Something else we can also coat is basically every surface in the entire interior, protected from fingerprints. And then we can also do a paint protection film on screens. Stealth film that goes on matte cars actually does not show fingerprints. So it's something that we do on a lot of the touch screens in vehicles, just help minimize seeing those fingerprints all over the touch screens you've got. But the ceramic coating also has UV protection, so it will protect your interior if you don't have the high-end tint that protects from the UV rays, and it's going to protect it from spills and accidents. So great idea to do that as well if you got a nice clean interior on a brand new car like this Model 3.